Megan Rapinoe, of course, wouldn't be left out of the mainstream media of all the sports world virtue signaling over Roe v. Wade being overturned, even though I don't think there's a chance in hell that Megan Rapinoe gets pregnant anytime soon. I certainly don't think she has to worry about that. She's nevertheless making sure she virtue signals about abortion, specifically calling out men. Megan Rapinoe blasts men for silence on abortion. Stand up. Say something. U.S. women's national team player and outspoken liberal activist Megan Rapinoe is blasting men for their silence on the abortion issue. How sad a day. Funny. Go ahead.
It's kind of funny now she knows what a man is, because a few days ago she was talking about this whole transgender thing. We'll move on.
Oh, you're 100% right, John. Just a couple days ago, Megan Rapinoe was out there saying that it shouldn't matter that trans people are out there destroying women in sports. But now suddenly she's calling out very specifically men. Specifically men need to stand up. Well, what is a man and what is a woman, Megan? I don't think you could answer that. How sad a day this is for me personally, for my teammates, and for just all of the people out there who this is going to affect. Pro-choice means you get to choose. Pro-choice allows other people to be pro-life if that's what works for them, or if that's what their beliefs are, or if that's where they're at in life. Pro-life doesn't allow anyone to make a choice. What does
it's amazing how they're all. It's amazing how they're all interested in freedom of choice now, isn't it? So it's amazing how that works. It's amazing that now suddenly you shouldn't be able to force a woman to do anything with her body that she doesn't want to do, or vice versa. But now freedom of choice is important. I love the tweet from Lauren Chin the other day in response to Justin Trudeau. You remember that one? Like Lauren Chin destroyed Justin Trudeau. Basically, because Justin Trudeau's like, women should have the right to choose to do with their body. The government shouldn't allow or shouldn't be able to dictate what they do with their body, blah, 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 blah. And Lauren Chin responded, she goes, you tried to force me to take a vaccine, an unproven vaccine, while I was pregnant. But now you're saying this. Again, this is what we talk about. The hypocrisy of the nonsense involved with the situations and how it changes from topic to topic and how their talking points change from topic to topic. This is what's so ridiculous about all of it.
Oh, you're talking about Justin Castro, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know who he is.
Exactly.
And then this is where she specifically targets Megan Rapinoe is so fucking unlikable. One of the most unlikable people in sports over the last several years. She then addressed men specifically. You've been silent to us as a whole. Stand up. Say something. This is your wife. This is your sister. This is your friend. This is your girlfriend. This is the mother of your children. What? How are we talking about that? Like, this is the mother of your children. I don't know how that comes into play. This is all of us, and you're allowing a violent and consistent onslaught on the autonomy of women's bodies, on women's rights, on women's minds and hearts and soul. Women's rights. You're advocating taking away women's rights in sports by allowing biological males to compete. These people are such fucking hypocrites.
God. I swear, man. And again, this is, I talked about this on Geeks and Gamers when I was making a video about the Roe v. Wade thing and all of that. Like, it's not Geeks and Gamers' job, Sports Wars, and it's not our job to tell you what, you're supposed to think about all of this. Like, I'm just laughing at the hypocrisy because I understand this is a very divisive topic. And in all honesty, like, if I'm looking at this, like, I think overall, like, while it's fun to laugh at the libs and, laugh at their meltdowns, this is about the left and the hypocrisy that's out there, dude. Like, it's just insane. For Megan Rapinoe to have any of this to say, by the way, on that point, where is she at with her lawsuit against The Rock in the XFL or the whatever? What's going on with that?
I haven't heard any updates recently. Maybe The Rock will pay him out $50.
I mean, this is just like, this person is so unbelievably unlikable and irrelevant. And we're going to continue to roast her for sure. Don't worry about that.
It is funny because it's just impossible for them to keep their shit straight, right? We're going to literal sue. We're going to sue you because we're pretending like we're not getting paid as much as the men. We're standing up for women's rights, even though they were getting compensated better than the male national team. That's just a fact at this point. Check out Nate the Lawyer if you want proof on that shit. But so then I'm going to turn around and say, you know what? It's okay if biological men dominate women's sports. That's okay. So you've been fighting for women's rights, or supposedly, yet you're okay when men come and fucking destroy women's sports. By the way, the U.S. women's national team got beat by boys who are under 15. That's how, like, that's the discrepancy between the sexes when we're talking about athletics, especially in soccer. And then when it's convenient, a couple days later, you come around virtue signal about women's rights again. It's just so stupid.
Yep. It's never going to end either. It's never going to end when they continue to elevate, because Megan Rapinoe has been elevated based on her horrifically terrible political opinions. She got like a Subway sponsorship. She's been featured in woke magazines. ESPN has built her up to be this great thing. That's why she's been elevated. That's it. This is where we are.